So I know I keep on telling you that I'm going to get to the worst part today, but there's so much material that I don't know if I'm going to get to today. It happened in December. The worst thing that's ever happened to me, I can tell you, in my entire life. I don't think I'm going to get to it. This is too much stuff to talk about. So I'm talking to his wife. I am learning a little bit about him. She's telling me she saw some changes in him, and we're discussing this lady that he's with. So apparently he was with this lady while he was still with her, but she didn't know. So I guess he was pretending he was going to work and spending time in the hotels with this lady, just doing drugs. Apparently she was always the one paying the bills too, although he did bring money home. It was never enough. So I don't know how she stayed married to him so long. She said that when they met at a bar, and she was also on meth, and he was on crack. And I guess a relationship happened, but she changed her life, and she got close to the church, and she became a singer for the church. And then he got close to the church, so they both were clean for a very long time. There's a lot more things that me and her are going to discuss when I start revealing more information about him, that puts two and two together for her too, because she's seeing things or noticing things that she's overlooking while they're married for 2 years, and not understanding. And because I'm sorry. When you hurt me and start doing crazy things, I'm super nosy. I want to know who the heck I'm with. Like, I don't know a lot about this person. So when I started digging, I got to the point where the digging became so much that I wanted to know more, because it was that bad. So again, this is mid-November. We talk about her life, and then I am I'm still consumed of I guess devaluing myself, because I may be asking her those questions, but I'm still in this guy's life, and I still want to fix him. This is a codependency issue. I am not a psychiatrist. I don't understand why I'm going through this and why I'm staying in this. I don't know the rationality of it. And I'm hoping, again, like one day somebody who's actually degreed will understand my story and how I got myself into this, because it's happening without me knowing. I'm asking questions, I'm consumed, but I'm still there. And not only that, I'm now seeing myself as his woman. And I allowed him, for the first time ever, to post me on his social media. I wouldn't post him on mine. I post him, I think, once on a story or something, but I'm allowing him now to post me on his social media. And we have Thanksgiving together. There's not a lot of detail that I can really remember in Thanksgiving, besides the fact that I'm working really hard to rebuild his relationship with his son, because he only has one son and they don't have a close relationship. And there's situations I'm going to go through with him, and not understanding why his family is not there for him. Why doesn't he have more support from his family? Why? I'm not understanding that, and we're going to go through that. So I met his son for the first time. He came over for Thanksgiving, and I invited a few other friends that helped me with houses and stuff that didn't really have any family in San Antonio at that time. I know one of my friends does not like him and does not trust him, but I'm not listening to anybody at this time. And then I go and visit my one of my daughters in college, and I bring him with me, because right now I'm feeling like this is my man. Again, I'm not posting him anywhere or anything. I guess subconsciously I know that this is not a good person for me, and I don't want people to know what I'm going through. So I take him, and my daughter hates him. She doesn't say very much, but it's so obvious that she does not like him at all. And I am talking him up to her, making him look like he's doing everything right now, and he treats me so well, and He's doing all these things around the house, and he's getting all these jobs. I mean, I am making him look like a king to her, because it's so important to me to have my children accept who I'm with, even though I may know deep down inside this is not a good person for me. I don't want them to know that. But you know, your kids are not dumb. They know. And I've already been lectured by the oldest daughter that she does not like him at all. She's having, she's lecturing me because she's been around people like this in her past, and in her mind he's on drugs. But again, I'm not listening. So this is causing like an issue between me and my girls, which is really painful because um, I love my kids, and I'm gonna start making excuses for him, and I'm gonna start having more fights with my kids for him. So December is a month that there was a lot of pain, and during December this is when that situation happened that I'm going to talk about. There was the most pain in my life, but there's other things I need to talk about first. December was a time where I also went and did a lot of doctor's appointments because I wanted to be the healthiest me, and we're still in COVID, so we have a lot more time on our hands than we did when we're out there just enjoying life and visiting our friends. So I was scheduling more doctor's appointments and taking care of any little issue that I may have, including the little issues that he had. I'll talk about that in a minute too. But I had this little tiny spider vein in my leg, and I go see a cardio doctor because I saw that he had the saline injections, and a spider vein just requires a little bit of saline and it should go away. But we're talking more intense because my mother has varicose veins, and I'm worried that one day that I may get them. But I've already had all my children, and I don't have varicose veins, but I'm worried that one day I will. So I don't remember if some of you remember, but I ended up going to the hospital because he said, well, what we can do is put 2 stents in you. There was 2 stents that he put on the side of my hips that would help the blood flow more so that I won't never have varicose veins in the future. For a spider vein. Okay, I'm taking his advice. He's a cardiovascular doctor, so I am taking his advice. And so we go to the hospital, and it's an in and out surgery. So we go to the hospital, I have the surgery, I wake up, and I am in pain. I feel like something is cutting me inside my body. It is extreme pain, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. They're like if what I'm talking about doesn't make any sense, because these are just little stents that they put with little tiny incisions into your main vein that goes down to your legs. I don't know all the contents of this, but I'm going to end it with this right now because I want to have the full 10 minutes to explain this on the next video.